Okay, so again, good evening, everyone. Don't worry, I'll be trying to do some stuff beside here as well until we are able to get maybe a manager or an assistant manager who is able to work with us on the ground. Okay, so anyway, good evening to every one of us. Welcome again to DommyRoss Digital Internship program. This program is, let me see, I think there's someone yeah, waiting in the room. So I'll just keep it on so that I can be admitting anyone that needs to log on. So this project is running to support us, especially young people, specifically young people. But if you are older than 30, you know that it's only by God's grace that you are with us, because we are focusing specifically on young people. Okay, it doesn't mean you can't stay with us. Yeah, it doesn't mean you'll be one of our big bosses, you understand? So, which is fine. Now, why are we here? What is it all about? What we found out, as much as possible, is that the way things are going, especially when it comes to digital business, and also young people being able to access international opportunities, if we that are in diaspora, if we don't rise up to do something or to make people aware of the opportunities out there, it can be difficult for young people back home, not only in Nigeria, in other parts of the world, to be able to access this opportunity. Whereas there are loads of opportunities out there. You know, you can work with international organizations even while you are based in Nigeria, in Ghana, whichever country you are based. You can work with international organizations. I know people who work with international organizations. Some of them, they've been my staff. They are in Nigeria, right there in Nigeria. They've been doing a lot with us. You know, I had the privilege to publish about 42 children's books during that pandemic time, and just after pandemic, my youngest author, because I organized the young people's authors program, and my youngest author at that time was 7 years old, and most of them have got their books right now on Amazon. I've got a couple of second-time authors who have done that. Now, the individual that, because they are mostly Christian books, the individual that supported us based in Nigeria, we were having to pay them in pounds. You understand, of course, with exchange rate. And what we found out is that a lot of organizations here, they have skills, but due to the way things work with us here, we could do better, you know, by outsourcing some of the activities or some of the programs that we run. We could do some form of outsourcing to number one, increase capacity. Number two, to be able to support younger ones back home to, you know, that intelligence that they have, to make use of it in an appropriate way. And that's why we are running. There's one of my friends as well recently got another organization that is based back home, engaged in social media marketing, working with them, and they're based right there in Nigeria. So that tells me something. Now, I don't know if you have family members that are, you know, they've been relocating a lot. Many people relocating to Canada, relocating to the United States of America, relocating to the United Kingdom. You know, all you hear about is relocation. But what happens after the relocation, you don't really want to hear it, because it's only it really depends, you know. So we don't want young people, because we see a lot of things going on, so we don't want young people to begin to fall into that kind of situation. I mean, recently there was a news about a young, well, not really young, but at least a young person, you know, who came here on, I think, COS, COS actually, for those who are into care. And this person, you know, of course, because of circumstance, was working for an elderly person. And what we heard was that because this person was eating from the food that they were providing, of course she needed help, she needed support, she was probably hungry. And this is the reason why we are saying to we have started this program, actually, just to let you know that you can earn you can earn good while you're there, right there in Nigeria. So to the extent that going abroad, going everywhere, you know, can just be like, you just look at us that are here like, guys, I'm getting something, you know, I can travel, I can visit you, I don't even have to stay. And if I have to stay, I've got the money, because there are loads of people that are back home and they are doing that. My what's it called, my web developer and staff is right there in Nigeria. He's getting contracts from Dubai, from Zimbabwe, from India, from Pakistan. A lot of opportunities are out there, and he's right there in Nigeria. Okay, so this is why DommyRoss Digital International is set up to support young people in gaining international work experience, okay, in order to be able to set yourself up for, you know, for greatness, really, especially if there is no finance. How would you support yourself or support your family? Don't get me wrong, it's not everybody that's in that same situation, but really and truly, if you find yourself in that situation, I just want you to know that there is a breakthrough out there. It's only being able to find the right pathway. And that's why we have created this. So what is it all about? This is this onboarding. Can everybody see my screen? Can everybody see my screen? I can see that people are one way or the other having to fall out, but that's fine. So again, this is our welcome. This is our welcome message for us. We know, or for you, we know, and we strongly believe in you, that you can make a difference in the community, whichever community you find yourself. But if you haven't got the support, there's no way you can do it. And that's why we have set up. I'll try to keep this to one side so that those who have dropped off, I can see them again and be able to log in. So, and what do? We are more into digital marketing and IT. And how do we then support you? So we provide you with opportunities out there, which includes blogging, could be affiliatepreneur, could be customer service, could be something relating to administration. I think I'm jumping already, so let me just try and move on to that aspect. Okay, well, that's from myself. We'll come back to code of conduct. So this is these are what we support you on. Project management, freelancing skills, social media marketing, of course, your personal development. We go into, it's not on here, but we also go into biblical support. So DommyRoss Digital DommyRoss Digital generally is more about, shall I just say DommyRoss? DommyRoss is more about holistic nature or holistic support for young people. So the DommyRoss Digital itself, when you hear me say DommyRoss Digital, is because this aspect that we're doing is more into digital. We're into employment as well, employment opportunities. Now, the idea of this intern or internship opportunity is that you work with us for 6 to 12 months, okay, minimum of, depending on your work or your availability, minimum of 5 to 10 hours in a week for the next 6 months. And it's extremely important that you provide that opportunity, or shall I say that you provide that timing. Is extremely important that you make yourself available within that time, because I will not be able to give you a reference if there is nothing to prove as we go along, because this is the beginning, this is the starting stage. So as much as possible, we're still leaning, but as we go along, really and truly, I'm going to send each and every one of us a timesheet shortly. This timesheet, let me just get my just to let you know what we'll be sending. So this timesheet is actually for you to be able to account for your timing. So there's nothing like, oh, she's not giving me, okay, log on. Okay, I'm just trying to find out. Please log on for those who have, if you know anyone in the group and they are struggling, please do let them know how to log on. Please log on. Sorry, just give me a few minutes. I just need to support those who have not logged on as well. I didn't get this person's name. Oluwa Joba. I'm trying to get your name on here. So if you know that person, please kindly advise them to try their best. Okay, I think I found the person's name. So I've sent the link again so that they can log on. Okay, so what was I saying? So I was talking about in terms of the number of hours that we are going to do. So of course you have to be able to account for your timing. So the timesheet, or shall I call it with the time management sheet, is very, very important that you, whichever way we present it to you, and you get it signed or get it across, get it sent to us. And you can't just say to me that you've got your timesheet ready without us actually say, because we've got the opportunities for you. We've got the opportunities at the moment. For those for those of you who are online, you could see that we were trying to create logos, because for you to go into social media marketing, you can't do that without understanding how to use basics like Canva, WordPress, and all that. So you can see that we've been having some discussion with wonderful people who first started. They have been doing really well, in order to get the in fact, I wanted to do like a logo. I wanted someone to also help us with DommyRoss logo. Okay. It's going to be two logos. One is going to be DommyRoss, and the other one is going to be DommyRoss Digital. So if it's something you're interested in, just drop your message in the comment box, or drop it in the group, on the WhatsApp group. You're interested in giving it a try, so we can look into it and organize some sessions, on how to get onto Canva. And as you can see, for those of you who are on the group as well, you will see that there are links from the YouTube. So most of the short videos that we do, we post them on YouTube so that you can begin to have a kind of basic understanding or grasp of what we do. Because without knowledge of all these things, you really can't, be able to match up with these organizations, with due respect. Now, let me just quickly show you something on Indeed about, I just want to give you an example about social media content. I'll just call it content marketing. Okay, just content marketing. I want you to see what happens in the United Kingdom. Tell me if you can see the screen. Okay, content. No, sorry, I was gonna go to Indeed. Can you see my screen? If you can't, please do let me know. Okay, if you can't see me typing, please do let me know, because I want to make sure that everybody is able to see what I'm doing. Okay, so if I type here for you, just to show you what people are looking for, some of those jobs that we probably ignore sometimes, that what's happening right now in this 20th century, so that you can see how we are trying to support you. You don't have to work with us, but we have loads of opportunities available. We have, I was going to mention, I think I put some on the group. I would probably do it again, but that's not, the list is not endless. Okay. Let me try and look for some of it that we've already talked about previously. We've mentioned something about food education. We've mentioned something about family friendly. Yeah, I found it. I'm going to copy it right now and post it back into the group so that we can see it. Okay, so those are the opportunities available right now. Some people are already working on some of them. I know, yeah. So there is football match reports. There is one called Demand the Tech. It's more about technology and technology review. There is cute craft option available. So it depends on your passion, your area of interest. There is family friendly relationship. This is more about families, very good relationship, how to make sure that your family is good. There is food education. Food education is, I've got someone on food education anyway, so maybe we'll leave that aspect. I've got someone who is very interested in it. Thank you. I think that Gumbi Adeoluwatosin, yeah, has been working on that. And I've got another one, taftchurch.co.uk, because I'm a minister's wife. And of course, we have a church program as well. And listen, this is not so much about us. This is more about you getting experience through us, because there are organizations out there I can tell you, because I've been working in not-for-profit organization for close to 18 years in this country. So I know, I can see a lot of time that churches, even in the United Kingdom, are struggling to be able to get their messages out there through blogging, through managing their system. And if you know, and many times they're struggling with this due to finance or affordability. But even if they're struggling here because of course how much it pays, but if we are hoping that we'll be able to get you on a website once you get used to the skills, whereby you can now begin to, you know, do this yourself as part of this the project, if you are interested, because not everybody is interested in it, where you can make yourself available for those projects. You know, you can put your own design, all the portfolio. If you're designing for us at the moment, you can put your design there. We can then share that with churches within the country, and then put your price there. Okay, of course, we'll advise you on the, you know, the price to just start with. Okay, so that everyone can just, you know, come to you excuse me, with regards to maybe logo or maybe content writing and all that. Now, we do that, helping you to do that through your internship with us, through you working with us at the moment, because we don't just train you, we also put you into the program so that you can just have your hands dirty, you know, get it dirty. When I say get it dirty, it simply means give it a try and see what's happening and how we go about it. Now, if you look on here, let me see, I think someone was trying to mention, yes, you can see my screen, thank you, where it says Indeed. So if you look on Indeed now, you can see content creator. This is in the UK. That's because I probably put it on UK. If you check it on general, you will see a content creator video. This is for this is the role of this person, to create a content, to be a content creator, but video creation. And you could see how much they are going to be earning per year. These are not fake figures, these are real figures. If you know about Indeed very well, those of us who are in the UK, if we want to look for job, this is where we go most of the time. And if you look at opportunities out there, what the requirements are is what you need to look into, what the requirements are. I'm hoping this is gonna scroll up the way I want it. Okay, that's it. Okay, so if you watch it, it's saying you need to be able to manage creating videos, you know, writing content regularly, social content, website content, you know, customer related content, presentations, you know, design work, and you can see how much that is. Now, there are freelancing opportunities as well. So it's not just this aspect. There are look at that. Look at this one, for instance, TikTok content creator. So you can be their TikTok content creator, you know, and be able to earn how much they are giving out. Let me see how much that is. Again, it's a remote role. You can do it anywhere you are. So this is what DommyRoss is all about: setting up young people abroad to be able to, you know, get access to these roles, to these opportunities. But you have to start from somewhere. Okay, look at that, social media content creator, 27 to 30,000 pounds a year. And this is one part-time TikTok content presenter, £100 a day. Okay, and this is for you know, those who are here. Now let's now look at, we've looked into what is on Instagram, right? Let me go back onto the what's it called, let me go back onto the slide. So if you think about it, there are loads of Nigerians, loads of Africans in diaspora, many people struggling. Please kindly help us to mute yourself. Many people, they are struggling. When I say struggling, I don't mean struggling in terms of what they want to do. Not everybody is struggling in terms of knowing what they want to do, but there are loads of people that are struggling to be able to push forward, to be able to get themselves fully sorted. But what if you are the one that is making that difference? And a lot of times people want a proof that you can do it, that you've done it before. And that is why, as much as possible, we say, if you're saying to us that you're available, you're going to tell me how many hours you are available. Okay, we're going to actually put the contract in place. let you know that you said you're going to be available for this number of hours. So I'm just as I'm saying it to you, I'm just I think I was writing it down somewhere. Okay. So that you, because you have to be able to fulfill what we say. You have to or what we require. Okay. You have to be able to fulfill that requirement, because that is what you will be able to prove to them when you're doing your work. If they ask you, oh, what work have you done about, tell us about yourself, because there are people back home there, they're having international sessions, they're having international interviews right there. Who says you can't be the one to do it? Who says you cannot make a difference? Who says you cannot earn big while you're back home, without having to go into yahoo, or without having to, do some other nonsense stuff, doing things legit way, and being proud of yourself, of God, of course, with God on your side. And that is why we are here. We want to give you the opportunity to gain the experience that you will require, that will not make you to be limited. And while you're there, you are able to fulfill your dreams. Okay, even if you want to travel, you can at least raise the funds as well if you haven't got the opportunity. Okay, because it's not everyone that is in the same situation. So I have to make that clear. Okay, so again, personal development. We support you with personal development. What is this personal development all about? More of leadership skills. We'll be running trainings at different times. You see me, I put some training there and say who wants to join. The reason why I do those ones, okay, is simply because some of our earlier interns, if you can't hear me, I think it's probably from your end. Can everybody hear me? If you can hear me, just put a 2, please. Put a 2 in the chat room just for me to know you can hear me. I know Luapo said she can't hear me. So I just want to be sure that everybody else can hear me. Okay, thank you. Senna can hear me. Okay, anybody else? If you can't hear me, please kindly okay, then thank you. So in that case, Anuluakpo, please kindly help me to check your what's it called again? Your oh dear, I've been busy since morning, so don't worry if I forget some words. Help me to check your microphone, make sure that is working. Okay. So otherwise it's being recorded. Let me just make sure. Yep, I can see it. It's being recorded. So don't worry, once we finish, I'll upload it again, and then you can go onto it and listen again. Okay, now again, this is not everything. Okay, but like I was saying earlier, you will see that for some of the programs, I just put some notes on the system and say, oh, I'm going to upload this session, or going for this session. If you're interested, please join me. Those ones, I do them at that period of time, simply because there are some of the interns, some of our interns, they're already working, okay? They're already working. And I'm thinking to myself, if I keep saying it to everyone individually, I'll be burnt out, okay? And I don't want to. I want you to be able to gain that opportunity to the extent that it will come to a time where someone, because not just these skills, there are more skills. Some people, if you're interested in even becoming a trainer, that's part of what we do as well, to support you, to become a trainer by doing what I'm doing, really. Okay, so there is a project management opportunity, and we already, I'm just trying to find out the list, because there was a list that we placed on the group for those who joined earlier. I don't know what happened to the list, okay, but never mind, I'll probably find it later. So opportunities out there for you. So personal development is important. If you're a Christian as well, or if you're not a Christian, you want to learn from us, we need to look into the biblical studies as well. Now, why do we need that aspect? Because when I mean, we have to be realistic. In this day and age, there is spirituality. Whether you choose to accept or not, there is spirituality. There are different types of spirituality. So for what we do in DommyRoss, we let you know that the spirituality approach for us is Christianity. Because if you don't believe it, or if you try to ignore it, coming abroad, we've seen quite a lot. I mean, on the day that Rishi Sunak, the current prime minister of in England, was going to be sworn in, right there and then, openly, the video is there. I wish I could find it for everyone. It's I think it's into Buddhism or so, or Sikhism. I can't remember which one. the rituals or whatever is done was done right there, openly, all over the world. So enough is enough of all this lying about what we do, or lying about who we are in Christendom. Enough is enough of it, because we are hiding ourselves. Let people know who you really are. If they want to follow you, they'll follow. And they're not following, they're following God. If they don't want to, let them move off, honestly speaking. So this is the way we operate. I am a Christian. I'm a minister. I'm a minister's wife. I'm into youth development, okay? I support you to understand more about Christ. And at the same time, I support young people to be able to fulfill their purpose in life. And part of fulfilling their purpose in life is what we are doing right now. Because and just like in the scriptures, after Jesus preached the gospel to them, what did he do? He fed them. So if I say to you, young person, or young adults, yeah, this is it. You must not do this. You must not do that. And you haven't got the money. You don't want to get into situations where you will be forced to do what you don't want to do, because you want to be able to support your mom or your dad or your siblings. Okay. You want to be able to make things look good. You want to be able to help your family member. And that's why we are here with God on our side. By the way, I didn't do this by myself. I was instructed by the Holy Spirit to do this. Okay. So this is not a joking matter. And that is why, as much as possible, I'll encourage you, if you know that you are not going to be interested, please, it is better to log out from now. But if you're really, really ready, then let's go for it, because we are going to make it. We're just, we are at that introductory stage. So we're still a bit lenient, but as we go along, especially the timesheet, very important. We need it to be intact, so that we will be, even you yourself, you will be able to confidently say, this is what I've done. In fact, I've got some people that I've been working with since morning. They've been messaging me like, check what I've done. Is it okay this way? Check what I've done. Is it okay this way? The more you do that, the more you get used to it, and the more you program yourself for success. So again, we said you must have a good laptop. I'm just giving us some expectations now. And after that, you'll give us some information about yourself, okay? You must have a good laptop. If you don't have a laptop, make sure it's a good phone with a good internet. Those are our requirements, okay? At different times, of course, we know, because of the in Nigeria, so you can just choose when you want to work. It's not a 9 to 5 thing. You can choose, okay, this morning, or if you're going to school, I go a secondary school student, part of us. So if you're going to school, you can just say to yourself, just 1 hour in a week. This is what in a day rather, this is what I'll be able to do. And then basic understanding about internet and website is very, very important, which means how to navigate through the internet, really. Okay. And then we go into the teaching of other stuff, like I've been doing with Canva, etc. Now I'll show you the link. Let me know if you can see it. Let me go on to this one. So on DommyRoss Digital, here are our videos that we have been able to produce just recently. Some of them today, I think some coming up tomorrow morning. If you can see the screen, or if you can't see, do let me know. Okay, so those are the videos available out there at the moment. We encourage every intern to please go and watch it. If you know what it is there, just comment, just put a comment there and say, I've watched it, or I know a bit more about this, and I've been able to get some more information. Because if you tell me, if you look through it and I consider you know what you're doing, and I'll give you a task and you do it, why do I have to be stressing you about going to watch some training? Okay, so up your game. This is not about use and dump. This is about use and get yourself ready for the future. Okay, so we are not here to just make use of you, and that's in no way. We are here because we have seen a lot of things going on in this world, in this country especially. So we are here to support you, help you out to move on, okay, in whatever you're doing. Thank you. And of course, we already mentioned 5 to 10 weeks, 6 to 12 months. We really, really would appreciate loyalty. Okay, loyalty, consistency is very important. Time management, we said it earlier, very essential. GDPR compliance, extremely important. We will go into each of these training so that you can be very careful. Make sure your phone is encrypted, because if you have to share the details of clients with you, maybe their blog details, you have to be able to prove to your potential employer that you know how to get that aspect sorted. Otherwise, how do they want to trust you? Because GDPR is a big issue in this country. Customer service skills, very, very important. That's why we'll be going to customer service training. Very, very important. A client relationship, of course, that's part of customer service. Willingness and readiness to learn and develop yourself is extremely important for us. Okay. And of course, I believe it's for you as well, extremely important, because that will make a huge difference. Okay. So let's see the opportunities that are available. I'm just waiting for it to come on. That include business analysis, data analytics opportunity. Some of it, they will come on as we have more young people, or more young people, or probably some older people joining. Like, for instance, a project management team. We will need a project management team, and as time goes on. But what we would like is that for a project manager, you need to at least make your hands dirty as well. Understand what we are doing while because we got some interns come in through the project management training that we did some time ago. So we can begin to look into forming a steering group or steering committee on how to implement project management, even at a very mini stage, and then we go from there. Early career opportunity, of course, that's what we are offering. We offer recruitment and consultancy. That consultancy aspect is not for you, but we can do that to organizations who are interested in employing you interns later. So we want to develop, you want to support you to develop, to improve if you've already started working on it first. And then we can begin to let you know that, look, this organization is looking for someone to work for them. We can let them know what training you've had. And, because we are going to be going by some of the guidelines that are actually operating in the United Kingdom, so some guidelines, very important. Maybe, for instance, some college guidelines. We want to go by those guidelines. It doesn't mean you get those college certificates, but we go by those guidelines in order to be able to support you, to enhance your understanding, business development, again, coaching and mentoring. We mentioned earlier that, for those of you who have just joined, there are some, especially for those of you who want to go into freelancing, social media, you want to become a social media freelancer by yourself. We offer some coaching and mentoring session that is paid for, but the difference is this: if you've worked with us for 4 to 5 months, and we can see that you're making the difference, we can reduce the cost for you. So let's assume that it's £100. I can say to you, because you're being with us, we will only charge you £30. Okay, because what that does is that I didn't say £100 is the exact figure. I'm just saying what that does is it propels you into starting your own business. Okay, so we're not just here for those who want to be employed. We are here for those who also want to start up their own business. Okay, and going back onto the slide, I got so many things opening up. Yeah, I think we've kind of gotten to the end of the slide, but let me make sure, because it's not moving. Yeah, we got to the end of that aspect. And here we have the code of conduct, the policies that we would like everyone to look into. The code of conduct, the ethics policy, the confidentiality policy, the data protection policy. We're talking about that. We are going to get all this information ready for you. I would like you to please, because if you learn how to, we follow policies, strict policies in this country. Okay, you don't really want yourself to be out of work unnecessarily. So it's better to learn to follow it through us now, so that once you get that job or once you get that opportunity, because loyalty is extremely important. May God help us in Jesus' name. Amen. So that is DommyRoss, really, in a nutshell. That is DommyRoss. Okay, so what I would like to do for those of you who are here, I just want you to introduce yourself in 1 minute. Introduce yourself. What are your skills? What are the things you can do? What do you think you want to learn from us? And how do you, what sort of support do you require from us? So let's go. Who's going to go first? Or maybe I should start from the person on my screen. Let's start with Adiola first. So let's go. Adiola, please unmute yourself. If not, let's go to the next person, who is Alao Kolade. You want to introduce yourself. This is an opportunity for you. What you are capable of doing, what you think you can bring, what support you think you need from. We're here for you.
Hello,
Hello, good afternoon or good evening. We can hear you. We can hear you. Okay, if you are not able to, probably because of internet, all I would advise is that please just drop what's it called? Drop an audio in the group. Drop an audio in the group, and then we'll appreciate it for those who are unable to. Okay, and Anoluapo, I think I got to Anoluapo. Anoluapo. You can try again, Kolade. We can try again. Let's see if we can hear you. But I could hear hello, but I couldn't hear anything else. What about Anoluapo and Adiola, please? We're rounding up now. Anoluapo and Adiola, please.
Hello, ma. Good evening, ma.
Good evening. Thank you for joining. So give us introduction about yourself.
Okay, my name is Alakuladi Ezekiel.
Okay. Yeah, we can hear you.
Yes. Okay, my name is Alakuladi Ezekiel. I studied electrical engineering.
Okay.
Yes, and also I'm an automobile technician also.
Okay.
Yes, and one of the things I would love to know, or one of the knowledge I would love to acquire, content.
Oh, it's gone far again.
Can you see me?
Yeah, I can hear you now. Yeah.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
Yes, I said one of the knowledge I would love to acquire from this whole process is content creation, content writing.
Okay.
So, yes.
It's gone again.
Oh,
I had content creation, content writing.
yes, yes.
Okay. Okay. So, I mean, that's a very good one. Content creation, content writing. Yes. One thing I forgot to add that as well is this. For those of you who will be working on the projects that we give you, like the ones I mentioned on there. Some of you will be working on that. And I will advise you to please try and take one and use it. Take one, run with it. While you take one run with it, if you're someone that is interested in content writing, content creation, like Kolade said, then through your learning and the ones we gave you. So this is basically that aspect of internship that you're doing, more into blog writing. Okay, through that you're learning, through that focus, as time goes on, the confidence begins to rise. Everybody is different. Somebody can say, wow, I've seen what's going on, I've seen how it's generated. The next thing is, if I see that you're very enthusiastic about this, just create another short video on how to get this sorted for you in terms of creating your own blog and then starting the content writing, getting it going, which is a very, very good option for you. I can see loads of people dropping out, but I'm guessing maybe it's internet or well, it's recorded, so I'm glad for that. And then moving on from there, I can then let you know that okay, this is it. Can you do it yourself? Can you start going now? You monitor what we do, you replicate it to yourself, because we don't intend that after you finish, we are holding you down. Not just that, we don't intend that after you finish, you are not able to find something. If you're not able to work for people, then you should be able to do something for yourself. Okay, so the internship opportunity is there for you to be able to develop your confidence, because there are some people, I think there is one of our interns, it's not that he can't do it, he was doing it a while back in Nigeria, but since he moved into England, he said to me that he was just unable to handle it that much, because everything just went scattered in our mind, of course, because of the way things work here. So it's not that, don't see it as, oh, they're using us. You're using us, we are using you. See it that way. So we are benefiting from each other. You're learning, you're gaining confidence, okay? You're understanding more on how it happens or how it's done. You can even go and do some more research by yourself on how to get things going, and then you can begin to practice. When you start practicing on your own, don't keep quiet about it, okay? Don't feel sorry, I was going to take my water here. Don't feel like, oh, I don't want her to know that I'm doing it. Send it to me. Let me see that you're making a difference as well. I'll be very happy to actually see that, because that then tells us at DommyRoss that, wow, somebody is making a difference, okay? And then we'll let you know any course that we are going to run that will be able to propel you to begin to make money on that your blog. Then we can tell you, okay, this is the cost, this is how much we're charging you. If you're interested, then go ahead with it, or you can do your own research. We're not forcing anybody to take our courses, okay? So, but thank you very much, Kolade, for that. What about Adiola? Because I can see there's only Adiola and Kolade left on here. What about Adiola? You want to introduce yourself?
Good evening, ma.
Good evening.
Yeah. My name is Tijani Adiola Boluwatife.
Okay.
So I studied biochemistry.
Biochemistry, okay.
Yes. So what I would like to
Is this my
gain,
Boluwatife though?
ma?
This is okay. I got a cousin that is Boluwatife. She's interested as well, so I just wanted to be sure. No, it's not.
Okay.
That's fine. Thank you. Yeah, I'm listening.
So what I would like to, the knowledge I would like to acquire is, because this is content writing as well. I would
Good.
really like to go into that.
Okay, that's great.
Yes, ma'am.
That's great. I love that, because if you're choosing content, right? 1 second, let me just sort out this laptop before it goes off on us. If you're choosing content writing, I'm telling you, you have an idea of what is going on, okay? Because content writing will empower you to be able to actually move on, start making money on your own content by yourself, okay? So again, once we drop off from this call, you can just simply look onto the blogs available, okay? If you have any questions on, of course, some of the blogs have not been set up, so we will work. I'll do a video on how to start a blog from afresh, okay? How to start a blog afresh. I'll probably do a video on content writing as well. Well, I'm just making them in chunks so that it will not be too much, something you can quickly learn and go ahead and create, okay? So, and for Kolade, what is your area of interest in terms of content writing? Because I've got imandtech.wordpress.com. It does more. These are some of our clients. Okay. I got one client on food. This is different from food application, is not, but she's not on this list. I got another one more into auditing and accounting and all that. So if you tell me the area of specialization, you might be able to handle Iman the Tech. That's for Kolade. You might be able to handle Iman the Tech more into reviews, okay, product review, types of phones, laptops, and all that. And I'll show you how to get the content, okay? It's not very difficult at all. Adiola, what sort of area are you looking at? Hello? Okay. So I'm guessing that that's probably the internet. But I just for Adiola, if you can send me a message, okay, in the you can private message me to let me know what sort of blog are you interested in, looking at the list on there, and then we'll be able to find out whether we have any clients that is interested in pushing this forward. Okay, when I say what sort, there are niches, okay, that you can look into. So that's basically what I'm asking. What niche is it? Are you trying to do something with making money online, something with football, something relating to church, or you want to try different organizations? Because another thing I encourage people is try working with different organizations, because then it makes you versatile. If you find a a job in this area, you go for it. If you find a job in that area, you go for it. Or if you have if when you start your own and you feel like, okay, I've done mine, but I know how to support other organizations, you can then say, if anyone is interested, this is my service, content writing. I can help you to manage your blog for maybe 3 months. This is how much it is. We support you in terms of the pricing, just to start and gain momentum. So that's basically what we are all about. And I have to say thank you very much for listening. Thank you for watching. God bless everyone. If you have any question, please feel free to message me either privately or message me in the group. Any other questions before we log out? Any other questions before we log out? Any other questions? Any other questions? I'm struggling to hear you.
Yeah, I said none for now. But I would like feel like that I would.
I'm actually struggling to hear you, Kolade.
Yeah, but I said that for now.
I'm guessing probably because maybe there's a wind where you are, or it could be that you're not very close. Yeah, I can hear you now.
So I said for now there's no question, but I would like to listen to the recording. If there's any question, if there's any question, I would definitely ask.
Okay, you know what? Send me a voice note. Okay?
Okay.
Send me a private voice note because it's very, very quiet. Yeah? Send me a private voice note. And anyone else, just send me a private voice note. Thank you so much for listening. God bless everyone. Have a wonderful evening, and we'll see you online.